I'm gonna hop into it. So thank you guys so much for hopping on tonight. I'm so excited to share with you some tips that are going to help you have more meaningful conversations with your potentials so that you end up enrolling a higher percentage of the people that you are talking to on a daily basis, and that they are actually going to order, like if they're signing up as customers, they're going to order more products. They're going to order for longer than just 3 months, which is going to keep you getting paid. And when you're bringing people onto your team, they're going to be more excited about this, more committed to the opportunity, and more willing to do the work. And does everybody want that? You guys want that? That sound like a good plan? Okay, so I want to talk to you guys first about what it is that we do, right? What's our goal? Our goal is to sign up customers and to sign up distributors. We want to bring people onto our team. Those are the things that you can do that make you money. That's where your paycheck comes from. My phone's going to keep blowing up. Let me turn off Facebook quick. Okay. So yeah, like those are the things that we want to do. We want to be enrolling customers. We want to be enrolling distributors. And obviously the more customers that you can enroll, the more distributors you can enroll, the better. And also, the customers that you enroll, you want them to keep ordering for longer. You want them to order more products. We don't want to be that person where we're just like messaging people desperately saying like, oh, can you just like order Fat Fighters or something? Like just whatever. Cool. I just made $3. Like that's not what we want. We want people who are actually going to order big volume orders and be happy with their products and be happy with their results and excited about their order and not feel like they just got like talked into something, That's what we want. And then when we're signing on new distributors, we want them to be excited about this business and being a business partner with us and making money and, confident about what they can do to be successful here. So that's kind of the goal, right? Customers, distributors. So how do we do that? Well, first, we reach out to people, right? We don't just wait for people to come to us. If you've been sitting there doing that, I want you to stop, okay? Because you're going to be waiting for a very, very long time. And one, if you don't ask, the answer is always no. And two, if you don't ask, someone else will. And it's probably going to be me. So, because I'm not afraid to reach out to absolutely everybody and their mother to offer them a chance to improve their health or their skin or, reach their weight loss goals or make more money, right? So if you're not reaching out to them, someone else will. And I can tell you for a fact, because I've been the girl who didn't want to reach out to somebody because I either A, didn't think that they would be interested, or B, I was just terrified that they might not be interested and I didn't want to deal with no. I thought that it would just kill me if they said no to me. So I didn't reach out to them. And then when I finally got up the courage to ask them, either if they would order from me or they would join my team and make some money with me, they're like, oh, I'm actually already a customer. I ordered with so-and-so a few months ago. Or, oh, I'm actually already a distributor. I signed up with so-and-so a couple of months ago. And I'm like, dang it, I should have reached out to them when I thought about it the first time. So you always, always, always want to be the one to ask. All right, so we reach out to people. The more people that you can reach out to on a daily basis, the better. If you can reach out to 10 people a day, do that. But if you can reach out to more than that, if you can reach out to 20, 30, 40, 50 people in your phone contacts, on your Facebook, in your Instagram followers, that's even better, obviously, because here's the thing. If you reach out to somebody, what are the 3 options for what they're going to say? You reach out to somebody, let's say you're like, okay, I'm trying to get customers, so I'm going to reach out to people on Facebook, and I'm going to reach out to people on Instagram, and I'm going to reach out to my friends and family on my phone, and I'm going to just say like, so I just got started in this business. I'm really, really pumped about it. The products are amazing. We've got stuff for health and skincare and weight loss and detoxes. Would you be interested in helping me get my business off the ground and ordering some products from me? I can work with you in your goals and your budget and design the perfect setup for you. You reach out to them with something like that. All right. They say yes. Woohoo, awesome. You just gained a potential right there. That is a potential customer. Okay. You're going to keep a list of these people. You can keep a list of them in your phone, in a planner, in a notebook, on a Post-it note that you stick on your wall. I don't really care. You can come up with your own tracking system based on what you want, but that's a potential. Okay. So that's the ideal scenario, right? That you reach out to somebody and they say yes. What if we reach out to somebody and they say no? They say, nope, they're not interested. I want you to first understand, like, start thinking like a business owner. Okay. Don't take it personally. There are going to be some people who are interested and there are going to be some people who aren't interested. And just because there are people that aren't interested does not mean that you cannot have a successful business. It does not mean that you cannot find people who are interested. So, I used to wait tables, right? I could ask a room full of 200 people who wants to wait tables. All right. Not all 200 people are going to raise their hand and say that they want to do it. And even the people who say that they do want to do it, it doesn't mean that they're actually going to go out and get a job waiting tables, right? So we can't take it personally when somebody isn't interested. So you reach out, they might say yes, they might say no. Now, that no, that's not the end of the line. So you first have to not take it personally, and then you second have to go, okay, they're not interested in buying the products. What can I get from them? I can get referrals. So maybe they're not a potential customer, maybe they're not a potential distributor, but they are a potential, source of referrals. And you can say, you know what, that's totally fine. No pressure whatsoever. Let me know if you change your mind. Thank you for responding. But can I ask you a favor then? Is there anybody that you can think of? Can you think of like 5 people that might be interested in this instead, or maybe even making some extra money? And when you bring that up, maybe they're going to go, actually, I could use some extra money. Like, can you tell me about that? Or they might say, yeah, like I've got a couple of friends. I've got some people in my family who might be interested in doing this. Or they might say, no, I don't really know anybody that would want any of that stuff. And then in that case, you let them go. You say, okay, no problem. Thank you so much for your time. Let me know if anything changes. That's it. Like, just think about it professionally. Take the emotion out of it. Stop taking it so personally. It's business. Okay. You reached out to them to build your business. And at the same time, like, you had something to offer them and they're not interested in it. And that's okay. So you move on, or they don't respond. That's your other choice, right? They can say yes, they can say no, or they could not respond. And if they don't respond, like if I send out 25, 30 messages, okay, and nobody responds to those messages, I'm just going to go back through them and I'm just going to say, hey, like, quick second, did you see my message? Or maybe you message them and then you come back to it a couple of hours later and go, okay, I sent out this many messages today. I got this many responses back. So that's how many potentials I have. But I'm going to go back through the messages that I sent that these people read it, but they didn't respond. And I'm just going to say, hey, did you see my message? That's it. Like, you're not being pushy. You're not annoying people. Can you tell me, how many times have you gone to respond to a text message and then gotten distracted and forgot to actually respond to the text message? Like, I do that all the time. So I just like to assume that that's what happened. So somebody read my message, they didn't respond, and I'll just go back through and I'll just say, hey, did you see my message? So many times that I do that, somebody says, yes, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I meant to respond and I forgot. Yep. And then I go, okay, perfect. Which of these goals would you be most interested in? And I just like pick up the conversation and I give them a couple of options that they can choose from for buying products. And I'm not just going like Fat Fighters for $25, Cleanse for $36. I'm saying, like, are you looking to lose weight? Are you looking to get clearer or younger looking skin? Are you looking to improve your health in general? Or are you looking to, I don't know what else I do, like tone up or improve your joint pain? I don't know. Like, just come up with a few different options. Because when you have somebody say weight loss, I'm not going to recommend just Fat Fighters. I'm going to say, okay, like, do you have a couple of minutes right now? I can talk to you about, your goals and what your lifestyle is like and things like that. And then I can kind of work with your budget and figure out the perfect products for you. And A lot of you guys, if you're in our team page and you see the scripts that we share, those are just guidelines, and they're just like quick and cut to the chase, and get through as many conversations as you possibly can, as quickly as you possibly can. But I will say that there is something so powerful in having a meaningful conversation with people. And when you have a meaningful conversation with somebody, you can reach out on a massive scale, but then when you have somebody respond back who's interested, you want to get them on the phone, you want to do voice chat, you want to do a FaceTime, something like that, where you can actually allow them to talk about their goals, talk about their lifestyle, talk about their eating habits if they're looking to lose weight, and you can share with them about the products in a way that your confidence and your excitement can come across, and you can share more information with them that way. So it's not like you're sending them like these big long paragraphs. I can tell you that I have signed 3 customers today and a distributor. And my husband, whenever, like, he doesn't full-time work the business, but when he does work the business, when he's talking to somebody about the products, he gets them signed up. Like, he has like a 100% conversion rate, where if he talks to somebody about these products, they sign up as a customer. If he talks to somebody about this business, they sign up as a distributor. And it's because he has meaningful conversations with them, and he's not afraid to get on the phone with them. He's not afraid to, and some of you guys are probably tuning out right now. You're like, nope, I agreed to do social media. I agreed to never have to speak to a human being. I'm not doing that. Like, maybe your eyes are glazing over, or you're just freaking out inside. But I want to tell you that it's not as bad as it seems. And, the things that you're going to be saying to people are basically still the scripts that we have in the team pages. So the things that we say like, if you message somebody and they say they're interested in weight loss, you're going to ask them this question, this question, this question, and this question. And then they're going to give you this answer. And then based on their answer, you're going to make product recommendations. It's much better to have these meaningful conversations with people where you're actually getting them on the phone. And that's what Matt does. And that's what I did I didn't get them on the phone, but I got them on a webinar. I got them on the Facebook wrap party last night. So Matt will get on the phone with these people and say, okay, so you saw my post, you're interested in the wraps, but let's get on the phone for a couple of minutes and I want to talk to you about your goals. So he gets them on the phone. Okay, so you said you're interested in the wraps. Are you just wanting to tone up, or do you actually want to lose weight? Well, no, I want to lose weight. Okay, well, so the wraps are actually not for weight loss. They go really, really well while you're losing weight, because they're going to tighten up that excess skin, and it's going to, help you really see the results that you're having while you're losing weight. But if you're serious about losing weight, we've got other products that I would like to put you on that are going to get you better results than just the wraps alone. What are your eating habits like? Do you eat pretty healthy or not so much? And when people are on the phone, they're going to be more vulnerable. They're going to, spill the beans a little bit more and be like, well, yeah, I eat healthy for the most part, but like I'll eat out every once in a while. And then, we eat pizza on Fridays and we have pasta once a week and stuff like that. And he'll say like, okay, so we want to talk about little changes that we can make to your diet. And we want to, talk about like, okay, what kind of activity do you do? Do you work out? How often do you work out? What is your level of activity? And he gets to know these people and their goals. And it's like a 15-minute conversation usually. And then he's saying, okay, so based on all of these things that you told me, your goals, your lifestyle, your diet, these are the products that I would recommend. This is the retail price. This is the price that you would get if you become our loyal customer. A loyal customer just means that you're going to order for the next 3 months at the discount price. And at the end of the 3 months, you get discount pricing for life on everything, anytime. And then we usually like to add a professional sense of urgency when we're having these serious conversations with a potential. And I'll say, and as an added perk, if you order with us today, you order with me today, I will throw in a couple of extra like little bonus samples for you as a thank you. And you'll also, like, now we have this loyal customer page, right? The Share the Health page. If you guys aren't in there, make sure that you're in there. The link is in ready to run. But it's a page basically for us to be in and to add our customers to as we enroll them, so that they are getting that constant exposure to the products, to the healthy eating tips, to the, healthy lifestyle tips. And that way they're going to actually be happy with their results. They're going to get results in the first place, which is good. That's what we want. We want customers who love the products and continue to order them. So that's why that page exists. But anyway, so we mention that in these conversations. We say, so like, as our loyal customer, and if you order tonight, you're going to get unlimited access to this page that we have that is going to give you, daily advice for healthy eating, exercising, and product info, so that you can get the best results possible. And like, I'll throw in a couple of samples too as a thank you for your order. And at that point, like, they're usually like, okay, yeah, how do I sign up? Are you going to send me the link, or can you just take my info and do it for me? And like I said, Matt has literally probably a 100% conversion rate, and every single person that he signs up as a customer orders $100 in products or more. Every single person, because he has these conversations with them that are so in depth and meaningful and confident. Like, he's confident in the products. So guys, be a product of the product. Make sure that as your kids come in, you start using them, fall in love with these products, so that you can feel good about sharing them with people. But they see the value in it. That's the thing that holds so many people back. If people aren't ordering from you right now, if they're interested but they're not ordering from you right now, and even if they're saying the words, it's too expensive. It's too expensive doesn't mean that our products are ridiculously priced. It means that they don't see the value in spending money on these products. Your job as a distributor is to get them to see that value. So when you're having these more meaningful conversations with people, in a way like getting them on the phone or voice messages, or like actually just even if you can just go off script and take the time and get to know people and get to know their goals and things like that. I just say get them on the phone, because then you're not like going back and forth playing chat tag, and they don't have the option to just like disappear on you and stop responding. If you actually get them on the phone, you're more likely to close the deal in that conversation than if you're just talking to them on social media. It's easy for somebody to say no behind a computer screen, right? It's harder for them to say it in person or over the phone. So I went off on a tangent. Now I can't remember what I was saying, but, value. So when you're having these good, meaningful conversations with people in depth about their goals and stuff, and then you make these product recommendations, they're going to be like, yeah, like, I get it. This sounds like it works. And I get these awesome perks, and I get the discount pricing, and I get, added to this page where I get all this extra stuff. And they're going to send me a couple free samples. Like, guys, I always have Greens on the Go, Keto Coffee, and Keto Energy on hand, because when I sign up a customer, I like to be able to offer that, like I said, that professional sense of urgency. If you order tonight, I'll throw in a couple of extra samples as a little thank you gift. And then they say yes, and then I mail them out like 2 Keto Energy, 2 Greens on the Go, and a Keto Coffee, and a product catalog. And then that way, they feel like they're getting something extra. You're adding value to what we have available. Don't post something like, hey, anybody who orders from me gets free samples today. Don't do anything like that. Like, just have it in the conversation. Keep it in your back pocket to create that professional sense of urgency when you're having these conversations with people. But so we reach out, right? We reach out to as many people as we possibly can. That's just planting a seed. And then, what is going to get people to sign up is meaningful exposure to this. So if you message somebody on Instagram, or you message somebody on Facebook, or you text message somebody and just ask them if they would be interested. However you word the message, you can use something from the team page. You can make something up yourself. I highly, highly recommend, like, guys, all the time, I will write up a message. I'll send it to 30 people and be like, that didn't work. I'm going to change up my wording and try it again and see if that gets me better response. And then once I get a message that I'm getting really good positive feedback from, then that's the message that I stick with. That's where our scripts came from. All of those scripts that are in the team page are from me, trial and error through conversations on Instagram and Facebook. So don't be afraid to go, you know what, I want to have my own voice behind this. I want it to sound like me when I'm reaching out to these people. So they respond back, they're interested, and you say, awesome, do you have like 5 to 10 minutes right now that we can get on the phone? Or when would be a good time for you tonight to get on the phone for 5 or 10 minutes, and we can talk about your goals, and I can help you figure out what products are going to work for you. And then you make that happen. And sorry, I lost my train of thought. So yeah, you're reaching out to people, they're responding interested, and then it's meaningful exposure. So you're saying, like, I'm going to get on the phone with you. That's a meaningful exposure right there. And at the end of the conversation, you're assuming the sale. You're saying, like, okay, so do you have any other questions, or are you free right now? I have a few minutes. I can get your order in. And if they say, well, no, actually, I don't know. I still need to think about this, blah, blah, blah. Say, okay, no problem. Why don't I, this Wednesday, my team is having this webinar on Facebook. I'll send you an invite to that so you can make sure that you get on that, and you can learn more about the products. But I'll also, just for tonight, let's say this is like on a Saturday that you're talking to somebody and you're like, I want them to sign now. I don't want them to wait until Wednesday. And say, I'll invite you to that, but why don't I just send you my link? You can look up these products yourselves, come up with a couple of questions that you want to know more about these products. And then tomorrow we can get on the phone again. I can answer those questions for you, and then we can go from there. And that way you're already like setting the follow-up. But just when you're being confident like that, and you're giving people the opportunity to dig more into it and ask the questions that they want to ask, then that's just, it's going to be more meaningful to them. But there's other ways to have meaningful exposure too. So you're going to get people on the phone. You're going to schedule follow-up calls with them. You're going to get them on our weekly team wrap parties. Like I said, the 3 customers and the distributor that I signed today, I got them all, they were all in the party last night. Every single one of them came to the team wrap party last night. And then I followed up with them today, and I thanked them for hopping on, and I asked them which products they saw that stood out to them. And then I had meaningful conversations with them about those products, and said like my personal experience with them and how excited I was about them. And, all of them, I said, if you order today, I will hook you up with a couple of samples and get you access to this page that we have, and you'll get 10% back on your order today and every month, and blah, blah, blah. And it was just like, they all signed up. It's like total today, 195 BV in customers or something like that. All of them, I think 2 of the orders were 90 something dollars. And then the other one was a double keto coffee. So like, isn't that what you guys want? You're like, I'm trying to get to the 400 club this month. That's going to take a lot of Fat Fighter orders. Like, that's not where I'm at. I'm like, I want to sign 4 customers and be in the 400 club. That's my goal. So I would rather have a few meaningful conversations with potentials and get them on the webinar so that they can get excited about the products and see what they have to offer. Or, I go live on my Facebook a couple of times a week of me drinking greens and talking about the greens, me using the skincare line and talking about how much I love the skincare line, me making my keto coffee and talking about how much I love the keto coffee. I do that, over and over. Those are meaningful exposures. Those are things that are going to get people excited about it and really, really see what it is that you're offering here. And then just our daily posts are also exposures. Those are all the different ways that we get people exposed to this over and over and over again. And then our follow-ups, we're checking in with people all the time. But wouldn't you guys rather, like, you have 450 potentials, right? You want to follow up with 450 people randomly every Friday and have them blow you off and not sign up. And I mean, it's nothing personal. Like, I've been doing it for 4.5 years, where I have pages and pages of potentials that I follow up with week after week after week who don't respond, and I don't take it personally. Like, this is not a joke. These are all my potentials. Okay? Front and back. All kinds of potentials from 4.5 years. So, like, I'm willing to follow up with people over and over and over and over again, but I would rather just get a response out of them and say, like, hey, well, we're having this weekly rep party. Why don't you hop on this? You can enter the giveaway. You can learn a little bit more about the products, and then we can, talk afterward. And then you're having meaningful exposures, or giving people meaningful exposures. And that way, when you're following up with people, it's actually leading to you signing customers and signing distributors. And it's not going to be perfect at first. Okay. So don't just expect that you're going to get on the phone with somebody and it's going to go totally smoothly and everything's going to be perfect and they're going to sign up. But if you, do it over and over and over again, it's going to get easier. Just like having conversations on social media, honestly. It wasn't always comfortable at first. It wasn't always easy at first. The wording didn't always flow perfectly. So, sorry, I got distracted by the chat. But you stick with it. And I promise you that actually having these good conversations with people is going to turn into a lot more enrollments for you. So, I mean, that's really it. You guys, you want to be reaching out to as many people as possible. That's the beauty of social media. We literally at our fingertips have millions and millions of people that we can connect with on a daily basis all over the world. And we're open in all these different countries. We have teammates in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Europe, all over the United States too. And that's because of being able to build this business on social media. So use social media, use Instagram, use Facebook to add friends and reach out to as many people as you can on a daily basis. And when you're getting people who are responding interested, write them down somewhere, keep them as a potential on your list, but try to get them on the phone. Just do it. Just go for it. Be bold. Try to get them on the phone. If not right then, schedule, a time when you can. And it's not going to work with everybody. Like, some people are going to be like, what? Like, this is weird. Like, I don't know you. We just talked on Instagram for a few minutes. And if they act weird about it, then just carry on the conversation on Instagram. And, but just make it a meaningful one. Make it a good one where you're more than just saying, like, okay, you're interested in losing weight. Cool. I have a really cheap product that you can afford. It's $25. It's called Fat Fighters. It fights your fat. Boom. Can we handle that? Can you handle ordering Fat Fighters from me? Yeah? Okay. I'll get you set up as a loyal customer, and then I'll never talk to you again. And you'll never talk to me again. And in 90 days, you'll stop ordering and you'll never order again. And like, that's not what we want. We want to have meaningful conversations with people so that we're getting them on the products that they want, that are going to get them the results that they're looking for, and have them be excited about it. And here's the other thing. Guys, I want you to see the value in the customers that you're enrolling, because do you know what the most successful distributors are? They were people who were customers once, who fell in love with the products. It's so much easier to sell something that you love. Do you have to know what the products taste like or feel like or how they work or things like that before you become a distributor? No, there's plenty of successful distributors who, I know girls who got to triple diamond before they ever even used a wrap. So that's not necessary, but I can't tell you how many, especially my first few months as a distributor, I was struggling to get distributors myself, but I could count on my my customers at the end of their 90 days because I was checking in with them. I was making sure that they were getting the results that they were looking for. And if they weren't, then we were tweaking the product regimen that they were doing and looking at their lifestyle and looking at their before and after pictures and stuff like that. And at the end of the 90 days, I was checking in with them and going, hey, so you love the products. Why don't you get paid to use them? You finish your 3 months, you can continue ordering products as you want, whenever you want for the discount pricing, but why don't we just upgrade you to a distributor and you can get paid to share these products with other people? And I signed up so many distributors and they ended up being total rock stars because they were like, yeah, this just makes sense. And I feel like I'm confident in these products. So take care of your loyal customers. You want to get them in and you want to take good care of them. Get them in that group and make sure that you have them in your phone contact so that you can follow up with them and make sure that they're getting the results that they want as well. But is this all kind of making sense to you guys? I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. And yeah, I see you guys asking for a basic outline on how to get people on the phone. I mean, I can try to come up with something, but I mean, honestly, it's just start doing it. Like, I just want you guys to get into that mind frame where you're going, okay, like this is more than just me trying to burn through a script so that I can get this person signed up on my website and then move on to the next. Either get them on the phone, or even if you can just baby step it and say, okay, I'm just going to start trying to have more personalized conversations right through Messenger. I'm going to start trying to have more personalized conversations through Instagram. I'm going to start trying to have more personalized conversations through texting or something like that. That's still going to lead to better results, and making sure that you're getting these people on the party every single week and always like reaching out to more people, growing that list of potentials, and then just, yeah, getting those people on the parties every single week. I'm trying to think if there was something else that I want to talk about. And if any of you guys didn't see, I did a video in Black Diamond Bootcamp the other day, maybe yesterday, about, us as distributors, we are entrepreneurs and what that means. And it means that you own a business. Okay. So don't think of yourself just as this person that is like going door to door and bugging you're not selling magazines like you were in high school or Girl Scout cookies or something like that. Like, you are a business owner. This is your livelihood. All right. Whether it's a side job or this is your main source of income, this is your livelihood. Just pretend that you just opened a business. Okay. No, you don't have a storefront. It's all online, which is really, really nice. And you didn't have to spend $100,000 to start it. You spent $99 to start it, or maybe less if you joined during the $20 deal or a $50 deal or something, but you are a business owner. So when you feel like you're being pushy with people, you need to take that thought out of your mind. You're not being pushy, you're being professional. Okay. You own a business, you're offering something to somebody and they have the option to say no or yes. And if you're following up with them, again, you're not being pushy, you're being professional. Like, have you ever been, I'm a grown up now. So I have gone to car dealerships and I have gone to, home improvement stores and things like that, and talk to people about things that I am interested in, but maybe not ready to pull the trigger on yet. And if they don't follow up with me, what do? I don't buy. I don't buy from them because I'm not constantly thinking about it. It's not like my number one priority. So it is a good professional technique to follow up with people and to follow up with them meaningfully, and even I'm thinking back now, it was a couple of years ago, I messaged a girl about eyeliner. She was like a Mary Kay distributor or something. And I was like, hey, I'm actually looking to buy some eyeliner. Or maybe I guess I wasn't at that time, but for whatever reason, we were talking about eyeliner. She told me, she's like, well, I have this eyeliner, I have this eyeliner, I have this one, and I have this one. And this is the one that I use, and it wasn't a very personalized conversation or anything. She basically just listed off the different options for eyeliner that she had to offer. And I said, okay, well, I don't need eyeliner right now, but in a couple of months, I probably will. And at that point, I can order from you. I'm not writing in my planner that I need to get with her to order eyeliner in a couple of months. She was a friend on Facebook, never heard from the girl again. So it was a couple months later, I ran out of eyeliner. I was like, I need to buy eyeliner. I cannot for the life of me remember that girl's name that I was going to buy eyeliner from. And like, I have thousands of friends on Facebook. So, and I guess she either wasn't showing up in my newsfeed or maybe she wasn't posting about her business at all. So I forgot who she was. I could not contact her about buying eyeliner. And I ended up messaging some other random girl and buying eyeliner from her. And like, that girl wasted a seed that she had planted by not following up with me. So, so that is why it's so important to, once you plant that seed, like, don't let it just go to waste. Make sure that you're taking care of it. Make sure that you're following up with them, even if they are ignoring you over and over and over and over again. Like, you want to be the first person that somebody talks to about this, and you want to be the last person that they talk to about this. And the last time that you talk to them, that's going to be the time that they are signing up or they are ordering. And just, you know, it can take, with social media, it can take somebody 6 to 21 just random exposures, follow-ups, seeing your posts, stuff like that, before they are ready to sign up as a customer or as a distributor. But like, if you can make your exposures more meaningful, you can cut that number down. That's the idea here. That's what we're trying to do. I'm trying to let you guys or help you guys work smarter, not harder, and be more intentional with the conversations that you're having. So like, if what you're doing is working for you, if you're like, no, I'm cool, like, I'll message 450 people a day and follow up with 1,000 people every single week and be ignored this many times and hear the word no this many times, if it yields me signing up this many customers a week or this many customers a month or whatever, if you're cool with the results that you're getting, keep doing what you're doing. But if you're going, you know what, I would love to be able to talk to the same number of people that I'm talking to now, because I'm not saying like, so you can slack off. Like, that's not what we're doing here. Still be talking to the same number of people, just make your conversations more meaningful so that it's not just this assembly line of trying to churn out conversations and churn out follow-ups and churn out, sign-ups. You're going to have meaningful conversations, meaningful exposures where you're signing up more people. Your percentage of signups is higher. The number of products that they're ordering is higher. You know, when they're distributors, they're more excited about this, more committed to the idea here. And that's what we want. So if you're that person, then try this. Just try going off script and being more confident and excited and having these serious, meaningful, in-depth conversations. And if you want to be really bold, get them on the phone, get them on a FaceTime. But at the very least, just, just tailor these conversations to the people that you're talking to and really dig in with them. Okay. Was this helpful for you guys? Good stuff. I'm really pumped about this, and I was really excited to share it with you guys because, like I said, this decision to make sure that I'm being more intentional with my conversations and making more meaningful follow-ups and meaningful exposures. And, that's why we do these weekly team wrap parties, because I understand a lot of you guys who are on here, you're new. You don't know all the products. Like, if you're having a conversation with somebody and you need to find out what the hair, skin, and nails does, I understand you still have to pull it up on your website and look up the description. But, you do that enough times and you're going to learn. And then it's just way easier to have these conversations with people. Like, all of a sudden you're having a conversation with somebody and you're like, oh, I know the answer to that question without having to look it up on my website or without having to ask my upline. But yeah, I do the parties because I have been doing this for a long time. I know what all the products do. I know how they work. I know the pricing, things like that. I know how to talk about them in the right way. Get on the parties every week. Get your potentials on the party every week. That's going to give them good quality exposure to this stuff. It's going to get them more excited about it. And then make sure, guys, you have to follow up with people. You have to. If you invite people on the party, and especially if you see them commenting on the posts, you have to follow up with them. So all of these people that I signed up, I followed up with them today. I said, hey, did you get a chance to hop on the party last night? Or if I saw them comment, I said, thank you so much for hopping on the party last night. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Which products were things that stood out to you? that you wanted more information about. And that, I mean, it was that easy. And then we just discussed the products, we discussed their goals. I talked about the free shipping and the extra samples and our support and accountability group. And they were like, yep, I'm sold. I'm ready to do this. And then I got them all signed up. And every single one of them too, I got their information and signed them up. So if you guys think that people are going to be weird about you asking for their credit card information, they're not. People want somebody else to do the work for them. They want it to be as easy for them as possible. So as long as you're not weird about it, they're not going to feel weird about it. So yep. Okay. That's pretty much it. So just keep doing what you're doing. Keep reaching out to people. Reach out to as many people as you possibly can. If they say no, thank them and try to get them to refer people to you. If they say yes, have a meaningful conversation with them about their goals and try to, if you can get them on the phone that night or the next day, and then get them, signing up with a good, you have a good conversation with them and you want to sign them up like within 1 to 2 days of you having that conversation with them. That'd be good. If they don't respond, don't be afraid to go back through and just say, hey, did you see my message? Not a big deal. And then sealing the deal is going to come from multiple exposures, and the more meaningful exposures, the faster you're going to turn that into sealing the deal. So that's it. For any of you guys, if you missed part of it or whatever, I'm going to put the recording on my YouTube. I'm going to end it there.